Alright guys, ground rules. There will be no philosophy at all from me about this gun in this video at all. Number 2, don't ask me how much I spent on it. Number 3, don't ask me how to get one. Figure it out for yourself. Okay, so on to the unboxing. This was inspected by myself before I actually took receipt of it, so I have gone into the box before, and no, it doesn't close the rest of the way. So take it for what it's worth. This is as much of an unboxing as I could possibly give you. This is the first time this is going to be the first time it's been unboxed in my home. Other than to verify serial numbers upon me picking it up, it hasn't really been out of the bag or out of the box. So here we go. As you guys know, or as most of you know who are following me on Instagram or Facebook, this is my second 249. This one is the Para, as you'll see in a second. So just initially, we're just going to break into this. I'm going to make this kind of a quick video. We get our operator safety addendum thing. There were some, I'm going to say, issues with earlier generations. This one does not actually have it. This is like a really thick laminated thing that you would see like stapled to the wall at your local range. Okay. This is doing nothing. Empty box. And just in case you weren't sure, yeah, actually just throw a box in there for it to say empty. Obviously this is to protect the weapon during shipping. I don't know why this, no, whatever. Okay, empty. Oil soaked paper. Go figure, it's heavy. Oh, actually it's not as heavy as I was making it out to be, just because the muzzle was planted into the little cutout here. This cap came on the muzzle, for whatever that's worth. I don't know what was in here. Nothing was actually in here when we opened the box. So your guess is as good as mine. Digging deeper, and we just find a whole lot more cardboard. We get one nutsack, and yes, that's what these are called. For those of you who don't know, those of you who didn't serve, and to those of you who did, thank you, and happy holidays. Hopefully you're serving with your family. But these are actually called nutsacks. There might be like a mil-spec super cool person name for them, but they are called a nutsack. This is a 200 round nutsack, and they are so nice to give us, I think this is going to be probably 100 links, and then an additional 100. So you have enough to completely fill your nutsack. So when you bust your load, you have the ability to do so. Links are something that are relatively inexpensive and something definitely worth stocking up on. As far as a magazine ban would go, I'm not sure how that would work or how it would be regulated, but let's just say they would have a hell of a time dealing with me. I have personally saved and acquired at gun shows upwards of probably 100,000 links. Just when you see a bag of a few thousand, like, you'll commonly see them in bags of 5,000 for 50 or 100 bucks at gun shows. Just snag them. If you ever intend to even get one of these, snag them. So when you can find them, they're always great to get. FN, even FN stamped. FN Herstal magazine. I'll show you what that's for in a second. Operator's manual. It's all laminated. Sorry, the outside's laminated. I thought for sure the inside was too. It's going to be extremely, extremely in-depth. You're okay, little girl? My puppy's mad at me again. Extremely in-depth. So this manual is given to you assuming you know absolutely nothing about guns, and they walk you through literally every single step. Very, very inclusive. So, take our nutsack, set it here, take our mag, set it here. And thank God they also give us a weapon lock. Put all my packaging back away. These boxes are boxes that I actually have a harder time retaining just because I have so many weapon boxes that when they are all in storage, cardboard boxes tend to get flimsy. So I'm going to try and do the best I can with this one to keep it in as good a shape as possible. But that aside, it is cardboard and it's probably going to get screwed up. So onto the weapon. Rip into our plastic here even more so I can actually get it out. It was only pulled out enough to see a serial number, so I don't know why the carrying handle is up. That's kind of dumb. Okay. If we go to the underside of the weapon, squeeze the bipod, pull it out, it deploys. Flip the weapon back over. Make sure I'm still in frame, and I am. Go shot. So, carrying handle. To deploy is you just lift it up, but to put it back, you can see it's under a spring-loaded kind of detent thing here. And it folds to the side, or it folds out of the way as it should have been. So, once it's up, it's locked up. This is obviously, maybe not obvious to some of you. So the paratrooper, obviously, that pulls out. That twists to the side. You have a shoulder hook, should you so desire to shoot it that way. But it's meant to be compact, it's meant to be something that you would actually run around with, kind of. You're providing cover fire kind of gun. That was the idea behind the para. And to put the stock back in, which I'm going to do just so the whole weapon's in frame, is you pull back and push everything back together. There you go. Okay, so magazine. Worst case scenario, you are completely out. You know, you don't have any links left. You still need to be in action. Though with a SAW, you wouldn't be in action for very long with a 30 round mag. You can, just like that, load a 30 round mag into the weapon. It doesn't always have to be belt fed. Right, so now that I've shown you that, I will change camera angles so we can get some more detail. So to those of you who are new to belt fed, none of this is going to make much sense, but so this stays up. You have everything is exactly the same, bolts just different. Your ammunition will run from your nutsack up through here, laid across, and your belt lays across here. Inspection cover, and then your dust cover goes back down. And then let's switch to the other side of the weapon. You have a cross block safety. Right. Oh, good lord. Heavy controls with everything. These things are frickin' tanks. So your cross block safety. Boom. So I'm going to try and stay in frame for you guys. Hopefully I still am. You guys are going to be seeing some of my snake cages and stuff in the background. That's fine. So again, your dust cover would come up. And your links from the other side of your nutsack would fall over to here. And you close your dust cover on top. And when you're ready, conk, big old bolt flying forward. And that's that. So on the back, we have a peep sight. Right now we're at 1,000 meters. Every click, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then it switches to the right side. And the peep sight by itself is only windage adjustable. If you want elevation adjustment, that's going to be your forward sight. And yeah, so that is a 249S quad automatic weapon. Ish. And that's what it looks like deployed. And there's your stock, your shoulder hook, which is sprung, clicks down, clicks up. And again, to get your stock back in, you pull back, twist, slam it forward, and you got yourself a relatively small package considering the weapon. So bipod has 3 positions, and basically that's it. And it's covered in grease. Awesome. Didn't really want to get that on the carpet. Do not tell my wife. Okay, so putting your bipod away is as simple as literally lifting up on the muzzle, squeezing everything together, and tucking it neatly back under the handguard. I'm going to take the nutsack off. It looks cooler with it on, but as far as maneuvering, not as easy. Cool. So nutsack is off. And again, deploying, pinch together, pull out, kaboof. Yep, I just made that up, kaboof. That's my jam. So there is the entire weapon. And let's talk about the barrel. Alright, barrel removal. Charging handle all the way to the rear. Lock bolt. Charging handle forward. And then you push down on this flap and push everything forward. And your barrel and gas assembly is disconnected. Everything is completely saturated in cosmoline. Actually, it's not cosmoline. It smells better than cosmoline, at least if it's not. And then putting everything back together is as simple as pull this down, everything goes back forward, and it's locked back in place. Ta-da, that's it. So, there's an unboxing of an M249. So, that's it. I actually intend on doing an accuracy video on these. So many people say that the SAW is inaccurate, and that's just because a lot of guys just cook the shit out of their barrels. And in my personal experience, having bought 2 of them brand new and 1 of them used, they're dead nuts on at 100 yards, 200 yards, 300 yards. 400 yards, they start to go a little bit crazy, but we're talking maybe 4 or 5 inches at 400 yards, which is more than inch of human. So at 400 or 500 yards, they definitely do more than enough as far as accuracy goes, but I'm going to show you guys that you can actually get 1 MOA groups with the 249. Fully 100% capable. So that's going to wrap this video up, and I am going to be doing an actual shooting video of this very soon. Super stoked to have a para. For those of you guys who aren't following me on Instagram already, you should be. Just Sean Havoc, Havoc with a K. Sean spelled the Irish way, the only way it should be spelled. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the unboxing of this thing. And you are staring at a piece of furniture that's going to be in my living room for a while just because it's gorgeous. And I don't know. Also the cost of a new Kia. Anyways, that's going to conclude it. Love you guys. I hope you have an amazing holiday. And, well, here we say Christmas. See you guys.